Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you a horror film called Tremors. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. The story begins in a field on the top of the mountains. One morning, a guy named Valentine goes to his truck after doing his business. He then wakes up his friend Earl, saying his name in a silly way, and tells him to move his ass. Earl does not respond and continues to sleep. Valentine sees a bunch of cows, then gets the idea to prank Earl for him to wake up. So he decides to wake up Earl by pretending to be in a stampede, shaking the truck and shouting. As a result, Earl falls from the truck and wakes up from his sleep due to the wake-up call he got from his friend. Valentine then bursts into laughter as he finds what he did hilarious. He then proceeds to grab a cigarette from his pocket and offers one to Earl. They both lit their cigarettes, and Earl asks Valentine if he has already prepared breakfast for the both of them. Valentine replies no, saying that he had already prepared breakfast for them yesterday. Earl denies that he cooked their breakfast yesterday, and insists that it was Valentine's turn to cook for the both of them. They glare at each other's eyes, and proceed to play rock, paper, and scissors. Earl ends up winning, so Valentine has no choice but to prepare breakfast. Shortly after, they continue their work as a handyman in the fields. After their work, they go somewhere in the truck, discussing what agenda they have for the day. Earl complains to Valentine, saying that he never plans ahead of time. As they were bickering, Valentine spots someone while driving. They approach the girl named Rodna. She introduces herself, saying that she is studying seismology. On the other hand, Valentine's expectations of the girl disappoint him, as he expected a sexy beautiful lady. Rodna asks a question if somebody has been doing some drilling or blasting, or any activities that cause the ground to shake. Valentine laughs awkwardly and replies no. Rodna then says that she's been getting some really strange readings from her seismic machine, and also adds that their school's machine was there for 3 years already. The machine has never recorded anything like that. Earl then responds, suggesting Rodna ask around to see if anyone's heard anything. Rodna thanks them for answering her questions, and the guys prepare to leave. After some time, they arrive at the City of Perfection in Walter Chang's market. Inside the market, a woman greets them. She asks the guys what they were up to. Valentine replies that they ran into Rodna. Earl then adds that Rodna was having some trouble with her things. After talking with the people, they excuse themselves, saying that they have something to do. Suddenly, the ground near Rodna starts to tremor as the dirt slides down. While Rodna is busy fixing her things, the ground starts to move towards her, as if something is crawling beneath it. Rodna doesn't notice it, but fortunately she manages to go inside her truck before the ground can reach her. Valentine and Earl finish their agenda, and they take a rest on a sofa just outside right where they were working. Valentine offers a cocktail to Earl as they talk about their jobs. After a quick rest, they continue their work. Valentine then asks Melvin to give them a hand since most of the things are his. Melvin declines and orders both of them to buy him a beer at the store. Earl responds to Melvin, saying that beer is for adults. On the other hand, Valentine keeps on complaining about their jobs, which results in them arguing. As they were bickering, the pipe that they were using had a leak, and the liquid splashes straight to their faces. Melvin laughs at them, as they were struck by the liquid from the pipe. After a while, they load things to their truck, preparing to leave. A woman named Nancy asks Valentine and Earl to wait, as she runs towards them. Valentine then apologizes, saying that they're not delivering firewood anymore, and says that they're heading to Bixby's apartment. Nancy nods and observes the objects loaded into their truck. She finally believes that they're leaving. Nancy tells them that she doesn't need firewood, and says that she has a big order to fill. She tells them she needs to build a new pottery kiln. She tries to convince both of them to work on her new pottery kiln, and offers to give them free lunch and beers. They decline the offer even though they face their temptations. They leave happily. After driving for a while, Valentine spots someone at the electricity tower. It turns out it is Edgar. They decide to approach him. They get off their truck and try to talk to Edgar, convincing him to go down from the electricity tower, but there is no response. Valentine and Earl then play rock, paper, and scissors to decide who will get Edgar down from the tower. Valentine ends up losing, so he climbs the tower. As he approaches Edgar, he notices something is off. Valentine discovers that he's already dead, so he quickly brings Edgar's corpse down. They go to the doctor. Valentine asks if he died from a heart attack. The doctor replies no, and says that he died from dehydration. Valentine got confused, saying that it doesn't make sense since dying from dehydration takes a few days. Earl is also confused, and he tries to question the reason for his death. The doctor nods, both of them look at each other's eyes with confusion written all over their faces. The next scene shows an old man doing his work, when suddenly he notices something is off with his herd of sheep. But the old man continues his work, and ignores his thoughts. While working, the old man is caught off guard, and is dragged down to the ground by something unknown. The herd of sheep continues to panic, and eventually, they share the same fate with the old man. Valentine and Earl still question Edgar's death, even though they have already left the doctor's place. As they drive by, they stop, and quickly go out of their truck in surprise. They discover the dead bodies of the herd of sheep inside the fences. They knock at the old man's house, but there is no response. They enter inside, but there is no sign of him. They go to where the old man was working earlier, and find the old man's hat. Valentine picks the hat up. The head of the old man is found beneath the ground. They scream as they see his dead body. Valentine throws the hat and screams out of fright. Two workers are working on the side of the road when Valentine and Earl pass by, telling them to get out, and saying that there's a killer on the loose. They drive off quickly after warning the workers. Despite the warning they gave, the workers continue to drill a hole on the road, and ignore their warning. They continue to drill, until blood starts gushing out beneath the road. The worker accidentally is dragged by because of the wire. He screams for his companion's name, asking for help. His companion follows him to save him, but rocks from uphill start to roll down, due to the tremble coming from the ground. His companion is crushed by the rock. In the city, someone complains, saying that some of his cattle are missing. Valentine and Earl arrive. People keep asking them what is happening. Nestor tells Valentine and Earl to go to Bixby, and talk to the police. They quickly go back to their truck and drive. Valentine steps on the brake, as there are rocks and boulders blocking the way. They go out of their truck, searching for the two workers they ran into earlier. Earl discovers the bloody helmet of one of the workers. Valentine gets speechless, and in a hurry, go back to their truck. They try to drive, but the car doesn't seem to move forward. Later, with much force and effort, the truck manages to drive away. Going back to the city, they arrive and quickly get out of their truck, and tell the folks what's going on. Then Bert notices something unknown hanging beneath their truck. They observe and analyze the thing. Valentine then adds that it must be the reason why the car won't start earlier. Bert speculates that this unknown thing must be the reason why there are weird things happening to their city. Nighttime arrives. The doctor and his wife are packing their things, and plan to go to Bixby's by morning. The power suddenly goes off. The doctor grabs his flashlight and heads towards their generator. The doctor notices that their generator is gone. His wife comes over to him. The doctor hands the flashlight to his wife, and pulls the cord of the generator. A creature then emerges from the ground. The wife convinces him to run away, but the doctor does not listen. After a while, the doctor finally rushes to go to their car. But then something grabs his leg from beneath the surface. His wife tries to help him, but he is already dragged below. The creature appears in front of the wife. She quickly runs inside their car. The creature starts to destroy their car. Then the car is swallowed by the surface, and the wife screams. Back in the city, people are preparing guns and ammo, planning to kill the creature. The folks request Valentine and Earl to ride a horse and go to Bixby's. Morning comes, and they prepare their bags to go to Bixby's. The folks give them guns and ammo in case the creature appears. They set off their journey to Bixby's. After some time, they arrive at the doctor's place. Earl notices that the car is gone, thinking that they must have missed them. As they explore, they discover the couple's car is buried on the ground. They quickly go back to their horses, and plan not to stop for breaks, until they arrive at Bixby. Their horses suddenly stop. Valentine and Earl put up their guard. Earl's horse is getting dragged down, while Valentine's horse runs away. They are surprised by the sudden appearance of the creature. Valentine loads his gun, and aims at the creature. However, it does not have any effect on the creature. The creature goes back underground. So they run away as fast as they can. The creature chases them, and the ground starts to tremble since the creature is humongous. They jump together, but they fall as the wall is steep. The creature tries to break the cemented wall, but it fails and dies as a result. Rodna suddenly appears at the top of the wall, asking if they notice something weird, and stops as she sees the dead body of the creature. They examine the dead body of the creature. Rodna then states that the creature does not have any eyes, saying that it totally must be subterranean. As Valentine and Earl talk, Rodna interrupts their conversation, telling them to shut up, and saying that there are 3 more of these creatures. The 3 of them quickly head towards Rodna's truck. but the seismic machine detects a vibration coming from the ground. They quickly run as fast as they can above the boulder, as the creature can't climb the boulder. After a few hours of waiting, Valentine checks if the creature is still waiting for them. It appears and Valentine quickly climbs up the boulder. They're stuck. Morning comes quickly, and Valentine checks again if the creature is still there. Unfortunately, the creature appears again. Rhonda gets an idea, and quickly grabs a long stick, using it to cross another boulder. The guys do the same, and they manage to move the boulder to another boulder. They jump on the truck, and quickly start the engine before driving away. Later, they go back to the city. Valentine angrily shouts at the folks, as they are underestimating the creatures. They plan to escape, and Rhodna suggests going to the West Mountains, and hiking to Bixby. Nancy, on the other hand, is searching for her child. After a few minutes, Melvin is being dragged down by the creature, and he shouts out loud. The folks think he's fooling around. They search for him and find him up on a pole. Then the creature appears. They quickly run inside, and try not to make any noise. But later, Mindy arrives playing with her pogo stick. The creature heads towards Mindy. Valentine and Nancy quickly head over to Mindy. They manage to run away, and get inside their houses. The machine starts to make noise, as the creature enters the house from underneath. Soon it catches the owner of the shop. He is then dragged underground and eaten up. Right then, another creature pops up from the ground. They all quickly head to the roof. All of them manage to climb up their roof except Rhodna. She falls down the window. But fortunately, she climbs the obstacle next to the store before the creature can get her. Bert and a woman come back from their patrol, with no knowledge of what's happening. The creature heads towards Bert's basement. It smashes their wall, and grabs Bert's leg. But the woman shoots the creature with a gun, and he gets away. They continue to shoot the creature until the creature dies. They quickly climb up their roof, bringing loads of guns with them. Rhodna notices that the creature is up to something. Moments after, the creature tries to flip their houses over. Nestor gets dragged by the creature, as he falls from his house. When they change plans, the creature damages Bert's truck, which is their only means of escape. But later, Earl gets an idea. A guy prepares the tractor's engine, and it drives off shortly after. As the creature chases the tractor, Valentine runs towards the vehicle while it's distracted, but the tractor stops. The creature starts to head over to Valentine. But Rhodna successfully distracts the creature, and is now heading towards them. Valentine quickly starts the engine of the vehicle, and is now heading towards the folks. Rhodna and the others manage to ride the vehicle, and they're now heading to the mountain. Later, their vehicle starts to collapse. They quickly run to the boulder, and they get up before the creature could get to them. Right then, Earl comes up with a new idea. They throw the bomb, and the creature catches it. As a result, the bomb explodes into its mouth, killing the creature. They try to lure the other one. This time, however, it manages to throw the bomb back at them. Luckily, they got away from the explosives. Valentine, Earl, and Rhodna try to climb up the boulder, but the creature blocks them. The others try to distract the creature by making noise. But the creature is smart and doesn't fall for their distractions. Valentine comes up with a plan, and the three of them start to run to the slope, but they are cornered by the creature. Valentine throws the bomb, but it is too far away. The creature runs toward Valentine and almost gets him, but Valentine escapes thanks to his luck. Finally, the creature falls down from the slope and dies. The folks rejoice as they defeat all the creatures. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Stay safe and enjoy your day.